Hello, Sagittarius. I cannot believe I'm at the final 4 right now. Jesus. I started super late. The readings have gone on so long. I mean, what the fuck? I don't have time to stop and eat, man. I gotta get this shit done. Please excuse my dum-dum. It's almost gone. But, more conversation about that in the Scorpio reading. If you want to go watch it, you can. Moving on. But also, it is a good week to crosswatch. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, go check out that video. Or if it's your placements too. I'm like drooling. It's very strange because I just had this sucker in the whole Scorpio reading. I was fine, but now I'm suddenly drooling that I'm talking about Scorpio and Sagittarius. I'm just kidding. Go watch it. See what's up. Damn, that's the Scorpio card that they didn't get. It's funny. Anyways, hey. I'm going to honor that because I did in the last reading where I'm just going to put it there. And do this too. Who's obsessed with you, Sagittarius? Probably a Scorpio because they just got this whole... Oh, wow, yeah. You should watch that. Maybe I shouldn't have put that there, but fuck it. What's going on, Sagittarius? Getting a whole lot here, which is funny because, like I said, these have been... Like, Cancer was the only reading that was under 20 minutes, pretty much. So... It's been a long ass night. Here we go. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Still seems like less for you than most. But hey, at the bottom of the deck is the Magician. I'm going to call it. I think that feels really good. Sagittarius. This is interesting. We're starting with Sorrow, but the rest of the reading's looking actually pretty good. So good for you. There's going to be like bumps along anyway, right? But it's overall looking very positive. So let's just see what this is about, Sagittarius, and maybe we'll get through this quick. So bottom of the deck is the Magician. I've been looking at the top of the deck a lot of the time today. Ace of Discs. So the bag is secured. I'm just going to put it back down. Like, we don't even need to really focus on that. Right up front, though, is interesting. It's almost like the worst card in your reading is the first card in your reading. And the Three of Swords is, by all means, a pretty mild sword to get. Like, it's way better than seeing the 9 or 10. So we'll take it. And yes, it's sorrow. It is sad. But it's something that is necessary. It's like maybe cutting something off, cutting someone off. It could be like somebody hurting you, but like you kind of saw it coming or you were ready for the hurt. There's some type of energy, which is, it's interesting because there's been a lot of fire in a lot of the readings today. So actually the Knight of Wands was coming up in every reading up until, I want to say Virgo. Like, I don't remember that it was in, I don't think it was in the Libra reading, and I don't recall it being, it was in the Scorpio reading. But it's funny because even though I'm really trying to remember, I forgot. I kept saying it in all the earlier videos that the Knight of Wands was showing up in everyone's. And the last time I did the full set of Zodiac readings, the Devil, or the Capricorn card, came up in, I think, all 12 videos. But today, it seems like the Knight of Wands is coming up in all the videos. So you seem to sort of be the center of attention right now, Sagittarius. Whether that's good or bad, because it seems like there was this narrative of like battle of the egos, but there's also a little bit of obsession, trying to find balance, being the hero, being the object of affection. Lots of varying sort of relationships, and it's got to be a lot on you, really. Got to be a lot to handle or deal with, so it might be very difficult for you, but you've got to embrace it the best you can. And I think that's why we have the Three of Swords here, is some things might be ending or some things might be hurting, but ultimately it's better than, I don't want to say it's better than not being seen, But at the same time, Sagittarius, for you, it might be. You'd rather be at the center of attention than have no attention, and that's fine. You know, if it's like, I got a lot to deal with, but hey, I'm like enjoying it, that's fine. You want the spotlight, you can have it. Dog days are over, like Florence. Okay, I wonder when her birthday is. But anyways, we have the universal hexagram. Could be a very important partnership coming through for you. Could be some sort of divine connection that you have with someone, the balance of the masculine and the feminine. But it could be within yourself, because that is another sort of resounding theme today with these readings, is finding the balance and knowing the difference between polarity and duality. I've brought that up a few times. And so it's probably something happening within you, but could very easily be someone else, because the next card is Leo. So there might be a Leo that you're connected with, but it might just be that someone is obsessed with you, like obsessed with you. And it almost might be like a mutual attraction, a mutual kind of like vibe, like picking up what they're throwing down. They're like, they're obsessed with me. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not even sad anymore. Like, sure, you might be going through some shit, or had to like cut somebody off, or, you know, things maybe have just been sort of sad. A lot of people experienced a whole bunch of different emotions from the past year and a half, right? But you're finally kind of like getting on this page, because I don't know. Obsession's not necessarily always a good thing, but you have the Fool. So it's like a journey that you're going on together. It's like, this is almost just like mutual attraction and moving forward based on that. Letting go of whatever, you know, you had or have, to experience this new kind of love and abundance. It's very transcendent. It's very, I just feel like this is very mutual. It's like, it's good. Like I said, obsession can be, it can be somewhat scary. It can be overwhelming. It can be one-sided, but this sounds very mutual, Sagittarius. So get it. We have the Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign. It was interesting. The Libra reading was, I kept bringing up the battle of the egos, and this reading isn't really giving that kind of energy, but the Libra reading was very fiery. It was very wands, and Sagittarius card didn't come up specifically, but if you are having issues with a particular air sign, or if you have air placements and you have become a problem for other people, I would say maybe watch the Libra reading if you really need to, because I don't know, you could watch any of them and you'll see the Knight of Wands. But this Queen of Swords situation is followed by the Scorpio card. So you might even be, you know, between the two, because I did say to watch the Scorpio reading, and now I'm saying watch the Libra reading, and now they're next to each other. Queen of Swords and Death, you know, air and Scorpio. So it could be, again, it could be like your moon and rising or something, but it could also be two different people, but it could also be one person, one situation ending. However, it's followed, there's the Emperor. So you went air, Scorpio, Aries. So air, water, fire. We'll just call it, you know, it could, whatever. It's like you either got options, or there's like a narrative where you finally cut this situation off. Whether it's you with the sword swinging it around, fire being a masculine element, I would guess that the queen would be the other person, but air is also a masculine element, so you can take it how it resonates. The situation's basically shit hitting the fan and standing up to one another, or something of that nature, and things ending, or Scorpio coming in and making it better, but things really probably coming to an end. And the Emperor getting back up, getting back on your throne, sitting in your power. You know, even if it's the Aries, is still that fire energy, and that's who you really want to be, Sagittarius, is you want to be the Emperor. And Six of Wands, victory. Success, wins all around for you. All that passion and fire. Cool. On one hand, we have the Eight of Discs, prudence. So seeing the fruits of your labors, but also, you know, staying true to the self. beetles, And on the other side, we have happiness. We have the Nine of Cups. More water energy, earth and water, so double feminine. Definitely feeling this union with another person. And then what's in between? What's in between prudence and happiness? What is in between you and your bliss? Right? What is the Hanged Man? Weird. Not what I was expecting, but dedication, commitment, loyalty. That's it. You can have it. You just have to be willing to give to it. Basically, just be willing to commit. Being certain enough to stick around, be patient, etc. But also making sure that you're not sacrificing yourself in the process. Because look, we got double fives. So that's not great. But five of Cups, disappointment. Five of Swords, defeat. So I don't even really want to like dwell on that too much, because 5-5 is cool. Look up the angel number. Prince of Cups. Okay, so it could be a child, could be a new perspective. You know, could be the sun, whatever. But then indolence, 8 of Cups, laziness. And then Queen of Cups. That's a little confusing. But also Queen of Discs. Double femmes. Could be 2 different people. That's the thing. You're really vibing, right? There's this mutual attraction. There's like all this talk of union, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, all right, well, how do I stay true to myself and have what I want? And it's like, you got to be committed to it. And you're like, oh, fuck, well, I'm not. Sorry. Not my thing. Commit to what? No, thanks. And it's like, are you sure? I thought this is what you wanted. And all of a sudden you're changing your mind. And you're like, no, I'm really not down to put that much effort into it. No, I'm good. But then it's like the double queen thing where it's like you got to make a decision once again. And I don't want to say that it's one thing or another, but when you see the 2 queens, it could be choosing between 2 people, like a water sign and an earth sign, or 2 different women, or like a sort of like a wife / mother, you know, classic like in-law relationships or whatever. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But it almost feels like, okay, so this may be your mental health and this is like your financial wealth. And it's almost like having to make a decision between the 2. And you're just sort of like, how to say that when you go this route, it's a lot less fulfilling than maybe you want it to be. And then you search for that thing that you were working on before in the very beginning. Never put a relationship before your work if you are passionate about your work. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's where we're going to just land. It was like really good, kind of high vibes, like really cool, in sync. And then at the end it was like, I don't know about that. So listen, Sagittarius, get it together, figure it out, and just know that it's there for you when you're ready. And if you're not ready, then you gotta let it go. But you can't necessarily have your cake and eat it too, I guess. No point in fighting it, dude. Gonna have to face the music. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, even if, you know, whatever. I love you so much, and hopefully see you next time.